Hello again, everybody. Zaga take us to the Atakline for this Monday, August 10th, 2015, or as I call it, after birthday Monday. My birthday was yesterday. I had a great weekend. Hope you guys did too. Had a great weekend of gigs and concerts and shopping. Let's get down to what I like to call my birthday weekend review. First, double the gigs on Saturday. First off, Quidditch Hospice Summer Party held at Stony Creek. I've done that event for the last 4 years in a row. And it's always special, especially with it being this past weekend, my birthday weekend. It's special because Quidditch is actually the hospital I was born at. So it's kind of cool that I get to do that party for them every year. And it's around my birthday time. And it was a fun laid back summer party vibe. They had a little inflatable thing with like little horses they were racing with. That was kind of cool. Played some good music, line dances, new songs, including Cheerleader getting some decent reception, Uptown obviously. A lot of great songs got good reception at the hospice show. Fun way to start off the day. Even getting surprised with they gave me a cupcake last year. They gave me another cupcake this year in honor of my birthday. And even a $25 Amazon gift card. So thank you, Credit Hospice, for the support and that little nice surprise gift. So that was kind of cool. Didn't expect it. That was cool. Then my second gig on Saturday, Reading. One of my friends from high school, Tony Boggs now, got married to now new husband, Jason. Now they had a ceremony at Greystone Golf Course where I DJ'd weddings for my cousin Matt and Natalie. They're not cousins. Don't take it the wrong way. My cousin Matt and Natalie had the wedding at Greystone, so my friends Whitney and Michael. So Tony had a wedding reception at her dad's house instead of the ceremony at Greystone. It's kind of interesting. They had the ceremony at Greystone, not the reception. And the reception at her dad's house, huge. Big tent, 260 people show up. They have a hell of a time. Boy, it was a great way to end my Saturday, first day of my birthday weekend. Excellent party. Line dances rocked. Uptown Funk did. Rock did, like Journey, AC/DC, Def Leppard, and Friends in Low Places got good because they like country too. So Friends in Low Places got some good reception. Even Honky Tonk with Donkey Donk and Save a Horse did well. So it was a hell of a wedding to end my Saturday. Going into Sunday, shopping day and concert day. Shopping first. Went to Barnes & Noble, the best one in Rochester. Got some books. Got this Beastie Boys. It was on clearance, so I decided to get it. So I like the Beasties. I like all sorts of music, which you'll probably hear in a second about who I saw in concert. Everybody books, I'm sure you can tell my diverse taste. I'm looking for this book was actually on my Christmas list, and I got it for discounted. Soul Train. I even was shopping on Amazon before I got the gift card, and I couldn't find any good deals on Amazon. I found this yesterday. I was like, "Oh, hey, Michael, yeah." Then book about Metallica. Little memorabilia. Like, I like these books with the fake memorabilia you get to pull out like this. I like these books. I'm addicted to these books. I have a couple of these books besides this one. So. Keeping with the metal thing, there was no better way to celebrate my 27th birthday yesterday than by seeing Motley Crue. Give me magnets from the wall, please. Give me magnets. I want to show my people my show. Thank you. Seen them twice perform. Seen them open up for Kiss a couple years ago, and seen them as headliners at the Palace. So when I heard they're doing the final tour, the final leg here in Detroit on my birthday, I was like, there's no way I'm missing it. There's no way. So I saw them, got some mush. Last time I got cups. This is my cup from last time. They were selling these cups again for $20. So I was like, fuck it. Found magnets. 4-pack, $10. It's that same design. A little tiny, but they're cool. Same design as on my cup. Also, this one. It says goes, goes, goes. You can see that. Another picture. Magnet. And the best one. I'm glad this one was in there. The final tour poster. Magnet. They're cool. The bands. The Cringe. Young band opened up for them and Alice. And they're a good opener. You know, it's hard to break in the rock scene these days. But they have potential. Because there's some new rock bands I like Dinko Jones. Love them. Not just old bands. So, but Cringe is a decent opener. Then everyone's been talking about Alice Cooper. He's been opening up for Motley the last 2 years. Everyone's been saying he's been still in the show. I think he did. And I'm a huge Motley fan. And they were great and all. But Cooper did put on an excellent, excellent show last night. He was fantastic. He lowered the keys to his song, but he still sung good. And in all the hits people came to hear, besides Be My Lover, which is forgivable. Because he did No But Mr. Nice Guy. Under My Wheels, he did also on that one. 18. Poison. And I forgot about Feed My Frankenstein. That was a nice surprise. And ending with School's Out. Now before some of his familiar but classic theatrics. Including, of course, the guillotine. Even though I knew that was coming, it still got me. You know, when they chopped his head off, it still got me. I've seen it for years on video, but actually seeing it live, it still got me. You know, it still got me. Crazy. But that's Cooper for you. So then the Crew came out. And the band sounded great. You know, Tommy, Nicky, Mick, they sounded great on their instrument. The sound mixing was decent for them. Vince, Neil, say what you want. And a lot of people comment about Vince's voice not being as good as he once was. You know, he's trying. You know, he's okay. You know, he's still trying, but it's not about seeing the singer sing. It's all about you singing. The same people who make fun of Vince in his voice and still see Motley Crue are the same people who make fun of David Lee Roth's voice and still see Van Halen. Even I noticed that when I saw Van Halen a few years ago, that DLR's voice was shot. But he's still a showman. You know, his voice is good. But take that aside, it was a rocking way to end their career with a terrific show with the great drum solo from Tommy, the Crucify. That was kind of cool, like up in the air, flipping around and stuff, like a little track above the stage. Lots and lots of pyro. I've never seen that much pyro for a concert more than their time with Kiss. I saw more pyro than with Kiss, and this is the most pyro I've seen for any rock show since Nickelback. It was crazy pyro. Fire, boobs, explosions, everything. It was a typical bombastic Motley show. They basically pulled out all the stock because this is the last tour. And that also came with their song choices. They opened up with a big bunch of hits. Girls, 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 Wild Inside, I Will Scream, Stable Situation, going down the line. They didn't do Too Young, which is forgivable as well. Because they did other songs like Good Looks That Kill, Smoking in the Boys' Room. Those two songs I did not see Motley do any time when I seen them last. So I think they did Looks That Kill the first time I saw them. And I've never seen them do Smoking in the Boys' Room doing both times I've seen them. Same with Anarchy in the UK. That was a nice surprise. They did that cover. And it's like my second frozen drink today. Because I'm addicted to caffeine and frozen drinks. Anyway, so besides that, and all those great songs, it was a great night of rock and roll. Great way to end my birthday weekend. Celebrate my birthday with Motley fucking Crue for possibly the third and final time of the tour. Great way to end it. Home Sweet Home was the last song. So, great night. Great weekend for me. Now let's get down to the entertainment news that's happened throughout the last couple of days. Starting with your number ones. First, your number one movie. Well, despite competition from Fantastic Four, Mission Impossible 5 was able to held them off and retain the number one movie for the second week in a row. While Fantastic Four, while debuting at number two, some would say bombed. Because it didn't do as good as many people were expecting. The reboot that nobody think they wanted from Fantastic Four, without Jessica Alba in it, failed supremely, making only $25 million in the first weekend. Let's say it was clobbering time for Fantastic Four. Well, The Gift also bombed with the Zoe because that Gift movie looks fucking stupid. Bombed even worse than Fantastic Four, making only 11 mil. Well, Ricky and the Flash was like all the new movies bombed. Ricky and the Flash from Meryl Streep bombed 6 million. Shaun the Sheep movie bombed 5 mil. So there you go. Other new movies tanked. Well, Mission Impossible reigns supreme yet again. For the second week forward in the competition, because wasn't that many at all. We'll see who wins next week. Will Mission Impossible be 10? Or will the new number movie be the reboot of a famous 60s series, The Man from UNCLE, directed by Madonna's ex, Guy Ritchie, or the NWA movie, Straight Outta Compton? We'll see who wins it. I bet it's UNCLE because shit beats art every day. Straight Outta Compton's art. UNCLE is probably going to be crap. So there you go. Even if it's Guy Ritchie. Now, besides your number one movie, Billboard number ones. Well, we have two new number ones across the board. New number one album on the Billboard Hot 100, Top 200. Interesting. A Disney soundtrack for the Disney Channel film Descendants. Being the first Disney Channel soundtrack to be number one since the High School Musical series. Now, Disney movies have had their soundtracks go to number one, more specifically Frozen. We haven't seen a Disney Channel soundtrack be number one in a while, with the Descendants being number one. With Kristen Chenoweth playing Maleficent, it goes to number one. Well, we have a new number one album. We also have a new number one single in the Hot 100, with the 4-week reign of Cheerleader coming to an end to another much deserving song to be number one. It's not a sad, depressing, cry song like Wiz Khalifa. It's I Can't Feel My Face. The Weeknd, being stuck at number two for weeks, finally lands at number one on the Hot 100. I love playing that song, man. He's had sad songs like that stupid song from the 50 Shades of Grey movie. You know, I was like, I want to cry because it's depressing sounding, because it's slow as hell. So then when he put out I Can't Feel My Face, it's like, this Dancy's got potential. Boom, it's number one. So against the Weeknd and Descendants for the number one positions. Now, some would say that Cheerleader or I Can't Feel My Face are big contenders for Song of the Summer. But they probably wish they're not, because they saw what could happen to people. Like Summer Song of the Year, like some of the Song of the Summer is like a curse attached to it. It's like the Madden. You know, you would love to be able to cover the Madden, but it's cursed. You know, your career goes down to that. That's what I think happened to people who've been Song of the Summer the last 2 years. Career weapon thing went down the drain after that. And more specifically, last year's winner of Song of the Summer, her career has been going down the drain since then. Iggy Azaela, who's had a rough year, admitting she finally got a nose job, despite many rumors finally admitting it, seeing her tour get canceled, and her single sales go down the drain as well. But she's trying to rebound. Despite Pretty Girls bombing, who should have been hit with Britney Spears, she's trying to bounce back, recording her next album. Despite saying that she put 6 months of work down the drain, she's restarting the album process by tweeting out an update saying that I'm in the studio as I type this, things are going great, and moving along. 6 songs are completed thus far. She says she hopes to get some of these songs out to the fans next year, 2016. Next, she'll probably finally go on her tour that she was supposed to do this year. So there you go. Iggy Azalea tries to make a comeback as she prepares work on her next album. Soon to be coming out, set to come out next year. Now on to our next scenario to end this Atakline about Phil Ward and AC/DC. Now, since this infamous arrest last year, which in an interview he called a crock of shit for allegedly threatening to murder somebody. He's been under house arrest for 6 months. As AC/DC has gone on their tour without him, with Mr. Clean, I like to call him because he's got a clear head like Mr. Clean. If you ever see his picture, he does look like Mr. Clean. Chris Slade, who's a great drummer, despite the comparisons to Mr. Clean when it comes to looks. Going on the Rock Bus tour without despite Phil Wood playing on the album. But the band has been saying he's had problems for years. He wasn't the same old Phil Wood, but he claims now in an interview that he is feeling way better and he wants his job back. Once again, pleading he wants to be an AC/DC again. And he's been getting really organized again, working with court-appointed psychiatrist Rupert Budd, a specialist in methamphetamine, I can't pronounce that word, psychosis, who's helped me through my imbalances and personal issues. He wants to get in a room with Angus Young and try to settle his issues. And it said that, there's been a public perception about me that I'm the bad boy drummer, but they really love me. He wants an opportunity to step back up to the drum beat. Once I get my freedom back to travel, I'll hopefully be heading straight back to whatever they're doing. I feel great, better than I felt before. We'll see what AC/DC thinks about Phil Wood's persistence to return to the group, and if his claims are really true, and not just sucking blow to get back at him, not just blowing smoke to get his job back. Hopefully his sentiments are true. So there you go. Phil Wood talking about his arrest, saying it was a crock of shit, and feeling better after being in court-ordered psychiatrist seeking, for that. So clearly Phil Wood's saying he's on the right track back. We'll see if he does head back on the drum set soon. But as of right now, DC heads back on the road in a couple of weeks on the North American leg of the Rock Bus tour, which I'll be seeing him on September 8th at Ford Field. And that is it for the Atakline for today. Thank you very much for watching. You've been attacked by the news from Zach. See you later, yeah.